Welcome. Welcome back to CryptosRus. I am George. We're all George. Those of us that have decided to opt out and decided to opt into Bitcoin have been winning. And that is why Bitcoin is where it is now and will continue to go further upwards. It is also the reason why, like I said, all these big institutions, companies, countries are loading up on Bitcoin. So if you look at ETFs, this is a big telling story. How much that flows in every single day or every single week. Last week, with exception of one day, because that day BlackRock did not buy, but every other day last week, hundreds of millions of Bitcoin were bought and has gone into the Bitcoin ETFs. Mostly though, just into BlackRock's ETF. BlackRock has this appetite for Bitcoin, right? Larry Fink is one of those people I was just mentioning. He now understands, and he wants it all. He has the ability to basically dominate the market. Not a good thing, but he understands. And that's why he keeps on accumulating more and more and more and more, or at least his company does. Okay. And every single day, you seem to hear about a new company besides the usual companies. Here's another one that was announced late last week that this Basel Medical Group is kicking off with a $1 billion with a B, not a million. They're kicking off with $1 billion acquisition move, and that is into Bitcoin. Another publicly traded company entering Bitcoin. Every single week, you're hearing about a new company buying hundreds of millions or billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. And again, this is going to add up. There's only so many Bitcoin out there. There's not an infinite amount, and you can't just print more like fiat, right? So this is adding up. There's only so many floating around in the OTC market or the spot market, and we get more and more of that getting taken every single day and every single week, and it's not going to stop. And the usual players like Saylor continues to buy another 765 million. Now he holds 576,230 Bitcoin for $40 billion. He acquired it at $40 billion, roughly 69,000 average. So obviously he is still way in the profit, but he is not going to stop. The mini MicroStrategy MetaPlanet is now not so mini anymore. They keep on acquiring. They just bought 1,000 Bitcoin for $100 million. Not a billion, but still. Now they're making purchases, extremely large purchases now. You know, I still remember the days when they announced they purchased like 5 Bitcoin or 10 Bitcoin or 20 Bitcoin or 50 Bitcoin. Now they have upped their purchases to 1,000 Bitcoin at a time. We've kind of gotten used to these such large numbers from Strategy. Now even others like MetaPlanet, just like they are increasing their buys constantly. I keep covering them because it's like every week now they're buying. It's not even every month or every quarter. It's like every single week. You combine with these two companies plus the ETFs. If you just combine what they're doing week over week over week, we're talking about at least like $1 billion worth of Bitcoin being bought every single week. Take a second to think about that. There's only so much to go around, right? This is the reason why we are at our current level. This is the reason why many people think that this next leg up is right around the corner. And yesterday's weekly close, okay, is a precursor to what's coming. $106,637, the highest weekly close ever in Bitcoin's history. So it's not like going back to something. This is the highest weekly close ever recorded. And if it wasn't for the Moody's downgrade, I honestly think we would probably be opening at like 109 or 110. There was nothing stopping yesterday. We had a huge momentum spike towards, the afternoon when I was recording my Sunday walk video. And then things started coming down because of this whole Moody's thing, right? Again, it scares some people off. Some funds, traders decide to sell, and they are still selling a little bit now. But the market will compensate. We will get past this, right? And we will get back there once again. But this is a pretty significant deal. Again, something that has never happened before. We're making a lot of these we're entering new territories, let's say. We have shattered a lot of records that we have never, ever seen before in this cycle. And that's telling you something, that the adoption and the maturity and, of course, the buying and everything that comes with it is increasing. So, the saying that history doesn't always repeat, it tends to rhyme. That's exactly right. We are definitely rhyming in the same movement as previous cycles, but things are not repeating in a good way because we keep shattering more and more records. It's really good. Really, really good. Now, two last things I want to show you guys. Number one, I don't know who this James Nguyen is, and it could be that he's just trolling and pretending like he's the one that threw this 40X open, or it could be him, but a lot of people on X are talking about it. So either James or someone else threw a 40X long on Bitcoin, put down about 12.5 million of collateral. So overall, this position size is worth about $500 million. He set this at 103 and 3,000, 103,400. Let's just round up, right? So we're not actually that far off, but he is definitely down. So either he sees something, or he's gonna get wrecked. It's one of the two. A 40X leverage on Bitcoin. Well, he's not gonna get wrecked until we go down to 97,900, which we haven't seen in a long time. But never say never, right? We have been there before. It could definitely happen. But I think there's something in the air. A lot of technical analysis, a lot of metrics, everything is pointing that we are in a bullish bias. We're bullish movement upwards, and something good is right around the corner.